So as we're in the third week of Rampage, you're gonna have those episodes. It's not gonna all click together. It's not gonna be the home run that we're gonna see because also the two episodes with Desperate last week with Punk, and you go off the first episode when they had the title change with Christian, with that great match with Kenny, and there was some questionable booking decisions on Rampage on Friday night, especially. You've got to think it was a tape show as well, so they could have actually done some different things. But you had, whether you don't like it with AEW, you've had this stipulation where the Young Bucks are going to be in a steel cage for the title match, and you've done this tournament for elimination tournament for these tag teams who's going to face the Bucks at all out, and it goes to Lucha Bros versus the Jurassic Express, and you have the Lucha Bros go over. What logic is this? Like, stop geeking up to the matches and the moves and this Meltzer mindset that has brainwashed this wrestling community of, oh, it's not about the characters, the personalities, the storylines, and actual logic, and it's not about growing more of your audience. It's about the matches and the moves. It's not about that. Stop going into that Meltzer mindset. That's just a weak mindset of you thinking that matches and moves matter. This is the big reason why wrestling is in the state it's in right now, because of fans have this Meltzer mindset. Listen to fucking Meltzer and go match, move, match, move. It doesn't matter if it's a good match, because in the end the story doesn't fucking matter. Who cares about Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks? He's gonna be saying the flippy whatever. You just have had Jurassic Express go over in this match. You've got Luchasaurus, who's an actual dinosaur. He's a grown man and a dinosaur. He's attracting to kids, but you're like leaving money on the table and persistent on having him job out. He's the last guy to eat the pin. It's never Jungle Boy, and I'm not hating on Jungle Boy, but Jungle Boy, you could actually benefit from him as well, because his dad was Luke Perry. He was in Riverdale. You could get some fans and say, oh, from Riverdale fans, you say, oh, that's Luke Perry's son, Jack Jungle Boy, and get some more casual fans in. That's what you really need. And Luchasaurus is over because you've got people like ESPN talking about Luchasaurus. He is over with the casual fan base. He's not gonna be a rocket ship ratings draw, but he's giving you a needle in the ratings. He's actually maybe what AEW need. They need to actually get those demos. The demographic in AEW needs to improve a lot, especially in the key like 50 plus graphic and other graphics. But they need to improve more, and you need to grow as a company. It makes you more money. It makes you a major company. It makes you overall you're all gonna make more money, and stop leaving money on the table. Lucha Bros and Young Bucks, I don't care for that match. That match was stupid, and it doesn't fucking matter, because the whole stipulation for the cage was actually because the Young Bucks and the Elite all screwed up the Jurassic Express in that title match they had. So they had a storyline going into this, and to keep all the Elite out, all the Nakazawa and Brandon Cutler and all those guys, they had this fucking story, but you fucking ruin it because you want fucking matches and moves and shit. And I said this last week in my Rampage review with the whole Punk thing. We go from 1 week from CM Punk, and we're not even mentioning about the moves and the matches, and instantly we're going back to old AEW habits, where we're actually going back to the fucking moves and matches instead of actually thinking about the fucking storylines, which is actually Luchasaurus and the Young Bucks. Where actually Luchasaurus should go over. Stop letting him eat the pin. This is a fucking big guy. You don't have many big guys on your main roster, especially in AEW. You don't have many big guys that look different and have a different personality. Like Luchasaurus, he should be the guy that's catering to the kids' audience. I don't want to hear this bullshit about, oh, well, kids should be watching TV 14 million. They will watch it whatever. Like, they will watch it whatever. And if that makes you more money that a kid is watching AEW, it isn't going to hurt anybody. It gets more people invested. Stop catering and just thinking about the fan base you have, which is a hardcore wrestling fan base, and focus on more of the over 50s and the kid demographic and all those demographics that's going to make you more money. Then we had a women's match with the Bunny and and shit, and it was a whatever match. I didn't care for it. I don't know who fucking won this match. I can't remember. But why was this match on? Like, I don't mind the other shit, but with the bunny, like, what has she done recently to actually, like, come on. I know you've got too much talent, but why have you got this thing with the bunny? Like, I don't get it. She's fucking trash. Like, at least if you're gonna have a women's match, have something like a Jade Cargill. That'd be a perfect example for having her maybe do a squash match, and that build up her confidence, because like I said in last week's review, that with Jade Cargill, she's still very green in the ring, and to hide her weaknesses, why don't you have her in squash matches and be dominant, and then she doesn't have to struggle with the wrestling side thing, because on the mic she's pretty decent on the mic, but her ring skills right now are not that great. So why not why not just do squash matches and jobber matches and get her over? Because you should be building Jade Cargill to become that next women's champion for Britt Baker, and the should be one of your faces for the women's division, not the fucking bunny from Matt Hardy's faction. Then we had Miro beating down El Giro Del Sol, and he beat down El Giro Del Sol in the match. Well, he beat him down, and then we had Eddie Kingston coming out, and I was thinking, great, we're gonna have Eddie Kingston and Miro mic promo and just a battle on the mic, because here's Eddie Kingston, who's one of the most underrated mic workers in wrestling today, and here's Miro, who's another great mic worker, but they just go, let's go for a brawl, and like, you could have just done so much more. Like, you could have Miro and Eddie Kingston. Like, these guys are of your two best mic workers in AEW, in my opinion. Like, you've got MJF, you've got maybe Jericho Punk, but here's Eddie Kingston, here's Miro. You should be actually doing more to get people invested in it. And then they announced it's All In. It's going to be All Out. It's going to be Miro versus Eddie Kingston. Then the main event, which again, why are you showcasing the fucking Brandon Cutler? Like, this guy should just be a jobber, and he's a stooge for the Elite. He should be the guy that's getting beat up and attacked. Why the hell are you giving him a main event spot on your TV? Brandon Cutler. I don't mind if Kenny is the main event for Dynamite. For Rampage. But why Brandon Cutler? This guy should be getting chopped out, spear him, whatever. Stop showcasing Brandon Cutler and Nakazawa as a threat. The guys that are like the stooges that Vince had back in the Attitude Era. That's what they are for the Elite. These guys are just there to take the bumps, get some heel heat, interfere in the match, and that's it. Don't have them actually booking themselves. Oh, Brandon Cutler's a main eventer. He's a guy that can actually. He's a good mid-card guy. He's a good guy that maybe can get, he's a good guy as a manager. He doesn't have to be in a main event of Rampage just because he's friends with the Young Bucks and Kenny. And then we get a CM Punk Darby Allin video package. It was a good video package, and I have to say that CM Punk needs to main event All Out with Darby Allin, because this is a guy in CM Punk that has been away for 7 years. 7 years. He's the hottest and most biggest acquisition you've had in your company today. He needs to main event All Out. It doesn't have to be Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage, because that shouldn't main event. Not every world title match on the pay-per-view has to main event the card. And let's be honest, Kenny's world title reign hasn't been that great either. So why does it warrant or valid him being actually main eventing All Out? Doesn't make any sense. And if Tony Khan goes with that mindset that, let Kenny Omega and Christian go main event because Kenny's the world champion, then it's fucking dumb. You should go for CM Punk Darby Allin, because this is a guy, again, in Darby Allin, that you're getting a lot of stock in. He's aligned with Sting. He's the first guy to face Punk in a match in 7 years. So you've got a lot of stock in Darby Allin that you're maybe gonna think of maybe putting a world title on him, or maybe feuding him with a Kenny Omega down the road. It depends. it depends on what you're gonna do this, but you've got to make sure that Punk and Darby Allin main event All Out. Peace, guys.